Hey beautiful people, it's your favorite girl Kiri and I am back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. By the title you see the video, so let's hop right into it. Okay girl, today we're going to be debunking 3 hair business myths that I hear all of the time. The first one is that you can start your hair business with no money. You guys know that that is an absolute fib. It takes money to make money. I don't know why people say that you can start a business with no money because that's absolutely not true. You need an inventory, you need money for marketing, you need money for packaging, you need money for the foundations of the business. So that is an absolute lie. You can't start a hair business with no money. You can't start any business with any money. So let's just go ahead and debunk that right away. That's absolute cap. Number 2, you need a lot of products. Now, you most definitely do not need a lot of products to start a business or a hair business, rather. You need one good product and sell it really well and then move on to other products. I do have a video recently that I just made about how many products you need to start your hair business. I just solely believe in you starting out with one product. Obviously, that will become your signature product. Once you have credibility and you have a little skin in the game and people know that that product is top tier, then whatever you release after that, according to your audience and whatever they ask for or what you know they'd be interested in, once you move on and you know those things and you conduct a SWOT analysis for your business, anything else you sell after that, they know it's going to be fire. So you can introduce anything. As you guys know, I had G3 hair collection. My signature product was my Luxe Wavy. My Luxe Wavy did really well. It does really well. I told you guys that even though I am shut down, I'm still selling hair. And currently I just received another order that you guys will see. But from that one product, I have received over 20 orders. I mastered that. It is bomb. They know that. They know that I am now credible, that if I show you a texture of a hair texture, or I show you a closure or a different way of wearing that particular origin or texture that they like, they know that I am good for it because I have proved myself with this one product. So number 3, you need inventory to start. Now hear me out. I was the pre-order queen in the beginning. Now that I have shut down my business and I am going to be launching a new business, I will have inventory. Reason being is because I already have an established audience. In the beginning, no, you do not need inventory. But if you want inventory, it is okay to have inventory. If you're going to start out with the pre-order method, start out with the pre-order method. See how it works for you, because it can work. You don't need to fix something that isn't broken. You definitely need a vendor that has a fast turnaround time, like my vendor. I get my hair in 2 to 3 days top. You need a vendor that has a fast turnaround time. So that way, when you are creating your policies and they say shipping time frames, or you make your own shipping time frames, you can put 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 business days, which I recommend 3 to 7, depending upon the holiday or whatever you're doing. But your hair will be to you and to them within that time frame. So you don't need inventory to start, but you need to know when it's time to invest in inventory. So now I recommend my clients, one of them who I told you is launching within the next few weeks, she chose to have inventory on hand. Reason being is because she's working with a vendor that has a 2-week turnaround time. Obviously, she's going to need to invest in inventory. Now, her vendor, she loves the hair. It is bomb. She has raw Indian hair. She loves the hair. It is bomb. But the vendor also has an MOQ. If you don't know what an MOQ is, it is a minimum order quantity. She has to order 8 to 12 bundles at a time, which is not a bad thing. It forces you to get inventory, and you have to get it because the turnaround time is 2 weeks. That's entirely too long. It's not too long to do a pre-order method, but it will work if you do monthly drops. If you structure your business or your systems, if you're familiar with the Raw Hair brand, 7 Strands, she is one that does monthly restocks, but she has been in business for years. And she also sells Cambodian hair, Indian hair as well. Those are like her top sellers, but her audience already knows that. So they're expecting those drops. And so if that works for your business and you structure it that way, you can do that. But you don't need inventory to start. You just have to know what's the perfect time to invest. So those are 3 hair business myths that I wanted to debunk because they're lies. I know that it's so easy to just believe anything, especially when you're on YouTube and you're researching and you find a person that you like and you trust and you're listening to so many different people, obviously, like myself, and so much other information. But me, as a person that was once in your shoes, I did the same thing. And when I was able to go through my own experience and the trials and tribulations, I have learned on my own what works and what doesn't. Obviously, everybody's experience is different, but be mindful. And this is why we need discernment. We need to pray for discernment because people will tell you anything. They'll tell you anything to get your money. They'll tell you anything to get views, to get likes. That's just the times we're in. But this is not that. You need money to start a business. You don't need a lot of products, however, and you don't need inventory to start. It's kind of just your preference. And if you have started a business without no money, I really like to see that because how? Like I don't understand how. I know people that is working 9 to 5s just to fund their business, and I don't still don't know how because if you're taking care, the only way that is going to work is if you don't have a high overhead at home. Maybe you are a stay-at-home wife and your husband's paying all the bills, and you're just working just for your own money. You can do that, but if that is not the case, it's still going to be difficult. I have done it, so. Girl, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to come and debunk these 3 myths for you guys. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Let's have a chat. If you are on the controversy side and you're like, that is a lie, I started a business with no money, or you do need a lot of products, or you do need inventory to start, let's chat in the comments. But that's going to be it for today's video. I love you guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will talk to you later. Bye.